Now, let's move forward. History. Now, you see this. January 1964. It's from 62, no? I'm a year and a half from Sabaye. 1964. The Amatewi shooting. The Amatewi shooting. I'm going to another shooting. Obianya din gidi bianim ye dwudwam. In Dwudwam ne obi abete ne ho ase. Maka just say NPP no be a dangerous political party, but history in the side we will get to the bottom of this. Inside Flagstaff House, Nkrumah walked the halls with his trusted bodyguard. Suddenly, remember, his security is always breached. It's from within. Remember, Mahmoud Bawumia Papa, he was inside Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's security setup and people he trusted. Now, or CPP ni mapa. Inti Bawumia na say CPP. Onye NPP ni. Banane Papa the connections Buzia JB Dankwa, because he felt to say those were the people he can indirectly, silently, in the dark align with. Now, inside Flagstaff House, Nkrumah walked the halls with his trusted bodyguard. Suddenly, Constable Amatewi drew his weapon and fired. One bullet grazed Nkrumah's shoulder. Another killed his bodyguard. Amatewi was subdued and arrested. This was the closest call yet, and it happened within the walls of his own sanctuary. Nkrumah's trust in his security apparatus was shattered. Kwame Nkrumah sorry as the president, he said John Mahama enam eye Flagstaff House. Otum pasa ne bodyguard kan ho no mudin komo. Oh bibia boko, oh Mr. President, wall we dey see a penti. Usha the buy no sa doorway they be out taking adena Mr. Nti normal. Kwame Nkrumah, no bad ideas. Flagstaff House. On the bodyguard ne man who say another person who is a security officer wa Flagstaff House actually to na panyain of fire the bodyguard ni kuno on sa tru Kwame Nkrumah and a cheek Kwame Nkrumah shoulder. Now who read the details of the story. Who read the details? Let me show you the details a little bit. You see Yankasa. In fact, let me run you through what actually happened. When you read the story, Kwame Nkrumah bodyguard na dahono omu body to Flagstaff House. The inner circle. JM, be careful. The inner circle. And remember, science when you talk Kwame Nkrumah, Mahmoud Bawumia Papa, a part of Kwame Nkrumah inner circle, people he trusts. The security now or catch realm. Now, when you read that story into detail, it is wrenching. It hurts. It pierces your heart. They have taken the assassination inside the president's residence. They took it from outside and they entered the Flagstaff House. Now they want to kill him there because they just can't stand Nkrumah being the president of Ghana. The same way these people cannot stand John Mahama being the president of the Republic of Ghana. It is already this story now. I can go through with you a little bit. The loyal security guard took a bullet for Nkrumah in an attempted assassination in 1964. Now read this story now. It's quite disheartening. This is the story. Let's go through it a little bit. When you read the story, this is what it says. That was the fifth time Ghana's first president, Kwame Nkrumah, was escaping an assassination attempt on his life, thanks to his security guard. This loyal security guard took a bullet for Nkrumah in an attempted assassination in 1964. Throughout his presidency, Nkrumah had close encounters with death for at least 7 times, following what analysts said were his unpopular policies. When he was not being shot at, he was being bombed. He was bombed at home, in his office, and while addressing political rallies. He escaped them all, but scores were injured as a result and others were killed. Now, when you follow the story, team, stay with me. So read this story now. Moreover, Salifu Dagati, Nkrumah's security guard, who shielded him from a fifth plan to kill him, would also die in the process. This failed assassination attempt happened on January 2nd, 1964 at about 1:15 p.m. as Nkrumah left his office at the Flagstaff House to the Christiansborg Castle for lunch. Before even the one that happened at Flagstaff House now, Omukokuni close bodyguard, they had also killed one of Nkrumah's security guards. He was leaving the Flagstaff House to go to a Christiansborg Castle to go have lunch. They followed him. Nkrumah never had peace. And remember, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's father was still CPP member, a senior official of Nkrumah's circle, and a senior member of the CPP. Don't forget that. Now, also, Nkrumah was walking towards his car outside his office with two security guards, Dagati, who was a British-trained professional police officer, and the other, who was provided by the president's own party, Convention's People's Party. Now, when you read the last part of the story, it hurts. Suddenly, a shot rang out. It came from a policeman on guard at the Flagstaff House who had just been transferred to duty there. Nkrumah namho keke. Now police near the Flagstaff House on garden Nkrumah no tutuo Nkrumah. This was all done by the UP. NPP 4, they never wanted Nkrumah to be president of the Republic of Ghana. They even infiltrated the security of Nkrumah. Who was the one helping them? It was the Nkrumah inner circle. They know Nkrumah's movement. They know how to get close to Nkrumah. They know their friend who trusted them. And remember, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's father was inside the circle of Kwame Nkrumah as a senior official of the CPP. Now, he would later be identified as Constable Ametewi or no, and the Tutu no. Now, from a close range, Ametewi had shot at the president. The driver of the president's car immediately disappeared. The CPP security guard hid behind the car while the president and Salifu dived for cover, according to a report. Now, we'll read the last part of the story. I'll say, more so, it added that when Salifu rose to his feet to find out what was happening, he was instantly shot through the head. Your boss Salifu Trimutu, Kwame Nkrumah's guard. Your body Trimutu, all this happening. Why? Because in Nkrumah, some group of people from the UP, from the NPP roots, never wanted Nkrumah to be president. They were in opposition. They needed power. History is repeating itself. And I'll tell you why history is repeating itself. When you go to the last paragraph, it says this. Other accounts said that Salifu shouldered Nkrumah from the multiple shots with his body, leading to his death. Your body timu to Ukraine no da hukuta Nkrumah na o protecting Nkrumah. Ya bo Salifu tuo, ya body timu tuo, ya body chituo, na Salifu in the body shielding Nkrumah. Salifu was still protecting Nkrumah, and Nkrumah never dies. And where were all these assassination attempts coming from? The inside. Now, Yanko Enim, we are doing history, and these are facts. Now, Sa Uko Enim Kakra, we have already read the Ametewi. Now, make sure the 7 assassination attempts on Kwame Nkrumah's life. In 1964, another one happened. Yeah, can't see end the history, so you understand what is happening today. You understand how the plane, helicopter, and crashing, and you understand. You will understand after the crash of the helicopter why some people are doing what they are doing. You will understand. Now, in 1964, the convoy sabotage I don't say another assassination attempt on Kwame Nkrumah's life. Also, yeah, it shows we do a lot of work before we come on this platform. And you're ready to lie to anyone. We are ready to let the people know the truth and why the NPP needs to stay in opposition for 42 years. Now, this is what happened. Later that year, intelligence reports warned of sabotage to Nkrumah's presidential convoy. A planned explosion or mechanical failure was narrowly avoided thanks to last-minute inspection. Though details were never fully disclosed, it added to the growing sense that danger lurked in every corner, even on the road. In 1964, Kwame Nkrumah car Ochi, the people tempered with it. But because Nkrumah always had luck like John Mahama, because Nkrumah luck ribbon or pono hokakrama John Mahama, no, last minute they inspected the vehicles, the convoy, and they realized that some people had tempered with Nkrumah's machine. The same way John Mahama at the last minute may the souls of these men, the 8 men who died in this helicopter crash, may their souls rest in peace. The same way at the last minute, Onyankopon na obo Kwame Nkrumah ho ban. And I say this with all the pain in my heart. The men were not supposed to die. For some reason, the President of the Republic did not make this trip. The President, John Mahama, he didn't get on the helicopter. In 1964, Nkrumah got lucky. Last minute inspection. His convoy, Anoma planning to use in assassinating him, he didn't get on it. Now, no. In 1965, the poison rumor, and we all know now that Kwame Nkrumah was poisoned. Kwame Nkrumah, he was poisoned. And poison does not take effect today. It took effect gradually. And this was the effect of Sankofo Yadiomu. Finally, they got Nkrumah through poisoning. And this is the UP. And they're from NPP. No? These are the people. Because from the beginning, they said Nkrumah was a young man. Nkrumah sebi onyakani. Nkrumah nye obi also be di Ghana, so they tried every means to kill him. They never wanted Nkrumah. At a point, they said, this foolish boy from the UK, this foolish boy who studied in the US, what does he know? We brought him to be a secretary, Emma UP. JB Dankwamo and a kofa Nkrumah by say omeye ochochorofo. Nkrumah ti omu meetings as here all taking notes no who say omuya amambofo. They are dangerous people. They want to kill this nation. So Kwame Nkrumah said, I'm staying away. I'm going to be a patriot to fight, to protect and liberate this my nation. That is the break off. Because secretary to meeting Biamu, he was listening to the plans. What these people wanted to do. JB Dankwa, Buzia, and Omomaka. So Nkrumah said, let me step away. I can't be part of this. You people want to sell this nation. Team, stay with me. So, we should not. Team, right now, Mr. P, right now, you want me to do it right now? If you want me to do it right now, let me know, team. Give me the green light if you want me to do that right now. So, in 65, we call that the, should I do it right now? Or after 65, Mr. P? After 65 or before 65? All right. In 1965, thank you very much, team. In 1965, as Nkrumah's health fluctuated, rumors swelled of a poisoning attempt, possibly through food or drink. No official confirmation ever came, but his sudden illness and increased isolation fueled speculation. Whether real or imagined, the fear was enough to change his habits and tighten his cycle. In 1965, Nkrumah went into isolation. It's enough. In 1965, they poisoned Nkrumah. He started feeling the effect of the poison. He started falling sick. the presidency, they tried to cover it up. And Nkrumah didn't want to show weakness. He wanted the nation to understand that you cannot just be weak. So Nkrumah started isolating himself. This is the NPP. History is repeating itself. And I'll show you why the NPP, their inner monkey, is dangerous.
Ghana, Ghana, Abakosama. President Kufuor to call retirement. But if the Mr. Case will say, a freestyle Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, the new president be our Ghana Chen and Ado Kufuor. Messi a freestyle 1957. Bekane, one form of Kwame Nkrumah no, one form of Kwame Nkrumah no, one form of Messi a freestyle 1957. Bekane, one form of Kwame Nkrumah no, one form of Obia di wa abedi mampanya wa boga na ho ban e de Ghana kola nim China na do dankwa Akufo-Addo me form Kwame Nkrumah no mo form Obia di wa abedi mampanya wa boga na ho ban e de Ghana kola nim China na do dankwa Akufo-Addo me kan say ya di jawa ne de oswa Ghana, Ghana, Abakosama. President Kufuor to call retirement. But if the Mr. Case will say, a freestyle Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, the new president be our Ghana Chen and Ado Kufuor. Messi a freestyle 1957. Bekane, one form of Kwame Nkrumah no, one form of Messi a freestyle 1957. Bekane, one form of Kwame Nkrumah no, one form of
This is the NPP. Omujina Kumasi rally, and they told Ghana for say, upon all that Kwame Nkrumah has done, Omo University a ewo asantimemu Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Nyoma omunitia, they denigrated Nkrumah because of power. The inner monkey is dangerous. The NPP inner monkey is dangerous. And it's something that runs through their blood. They are dangerous. And we cannot underestimate them. My child, 7 times these people wanted to murder Nkrumah. And it's so easy. You see the way they killed JB Dankwa. Edu. You saw the way they killed John Kuma. You saw the way they basically killed their own and laugh about it. That is the tendency. That is the blood that runs through them. Normally when they are in opposition, they become more daring and more treacherous.